your first big storyline in the WWE involved Mr. America. Now, there's a lot of rumors still running rampant on the internet because, you know, the internet loves their rumors. And Mr. America, people still think it's Hulk Hogan. People think Hulk Hogan's Mr. America. Now, you were very close with Mr. America. And listen, just between me and you, nobody else is watching, okay? Is Mr. America Hulk Hogan?
Listen, man, I can't violate the non-disclosure agreement that I signed in blood when I was 20 years old with WWE. So I can't. If you'd like further comment, I would suggest contacting my attorneys in terms of if Mr. America was indeed Hulk Hogan or not.
Now, if anyone knows lawyers in the WWE, Clarence Mason. I don't know if Clarence Mason is your lawyer or David Otunga. There's been a few lawyer characters, so maybe I could contact them and we'll see if I can get down to this nitty gritty. I thought I'd get the exclusive on finding out if Hulk Hogan was Mr. America. I'm sorry, this interview is over. I'm sorry, folks. But let's continue on though, because all of your major WWE storylines did involve your prosthetic leg, it seemed like. Now, do you believe you were hired for that reason, or because you are generating an inspiring story to a lot of fans out in the world, showing that, hey, listen, even in the face of adversity, you can still rise up and become something more than you thought you could be? Now, was it both of those reasons, or do you think it could be one or the other?
No, it was 100% both of those reasons. I wouldn't have been signed if I wasn't an amputee. There's no question, because I'm 6 feet tall and I weigh 160 pounds. So how many 6 feet, 160-pound wrestlers do you see in WWE? I mean, you see a few more now, but it was because of the inherent marketability of the gimmick. The fact that it's never been done before, the fact that this story has never been told before. And that's what we do in the wrestling business. We tell stories. So this variation of an underdog overcoming, using the power and love and magic of professional wrestling from a young age to help him overcome obstacles, to now, you know, to see him living his dream. That story is, you know, from an amputee's perspective, has never been told before. It just so happened the fact that I'm really good at what I do.
Right. Well, yes.
So that it was a good mix. I'll tell you what, man, something like that wouldn't happen nowadays, especially if it's never been done before. Back in 2003, WWE, man, that was the wild, wild west. You know, like, you have to understand the context of this. WCW was just bought out. ECW had folded. And so when before, a year or two before, you have 150 to 200 men and women under contract making a good living at professional wrestling. Now those spots were reduced to 50, 60, something like that, only in WWE. And so it was a time of transition, and it was a time of trying to figure out what works and what doesn't in the professional wrestling business, because obviously we were stepping away from the Attitude Era and what we were used to as we were growing up. You and I are probably around the same age. Probably. And so it was so for me, I got signed 20 matches in. So I didn't really understand the psychology aspect, or I didn't really understand what I had. And WWE didn't either, because there was no template for a one-legged professional wrestler. You know what I mean? Right. So we were literally week to week figuring out what works, what doesn't, just throwing it at the wall to see if it stuck. And I think we made some really memorable moments that I still get asked about to this day, and it's been 19 years, which is pretty insane to think about. And so I'm extremely grateful that they took an opportunity, that they rolled the dice. I don't think in today's super produced, super corporate environment that would happen. And so I think I came along at the right time, for sure.